I get to announce a Freddie. Yeah. So the Freddie that I get to announce today is the top B contract in sales from last summer. So this person was sitting in your seats for his very first time last year at GRS. This person hails from Detroit, Michigan. Go Red Wings. I'm a hockey guy. Three attributes about him are faith, determination, holding himself to the highest of standards. He has a long-term vision to stay here, and he's a 4.0 student and now graduate of Michigan State University. He's a strong Christian man. He's a proud member of the OGJYD organization, where my dog's at, right? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Mr. Myles White. So I asked Myles to say a few words about just a couple pieces of advice, some things that he did well this year to really help set himself up to be the top first B manager of the year. And I guess with that, just sharing why you're here too, why you continue to persist in Southwestern. Come on up, Myles.
Can you guys hear me in the back? Oh, that's kind of loud. Okay, better. You guys got to check. Haven't been up here very many times. I'm just super thankful to get this, first of all. This is literally a dream of mine. I've actually dreamed about this, and I'll dream about many things. I think in terms of advice, I've been thinking about this, and there's just a couple of things, I think 3 things that I want to say. The first thing, mentality-wise, that I had to get over to get this accomplishment was the belief that the man that has the favor of God is the person that believes that they do. So God doesn't decide to bless certain people more than others. So it's not like, Peter sold 30,000, no one else can do it because God just loves him so much more and is going to give him more units than he's going to give you. It's the man that believes that they do. Okay, so that's just like a really big to get over, like super huge to get over. And God doesn't use the capable, he uses the available. So just be available for that and believe in yourself to do it. The second thing is that I always talk about is proper preparation prevents poor performance. I think that this is like ultimately just huge. It is the dumbest thing in the world to me to go into a summer. It's different as a first year because you have no idea what you're getting into and you don't really know how big the commitment you make is. But it's the dumbest thing once you go through at least one summer, experience that nightmare, and then you're like, I'm gonna not prepare for that one again. Like that just doesn't make sense at all. And so I was actually watching on Instagram, those little reels. It was one from Usain Bolt, and he said that as an Olympic runner, we trained for 4 years for 9 seconds. And I thought about it, it's the same way with Southwestern. We should be training for 9 months for 3 months, right? And because you just don't have enough time once you get out there to now suddenly figure out where you need to focus your efforts, where you need to grow, what you need to do to hit those goals. You need to already know what that is and already have put in all the plans to hit that. You only get 12 weeks. That's not a lot. So just having that mentality is super, super important. I think it's something that's definitely taken for granted and not valued enough. And then the last thing is that I always talk about is your expectations and your effort have to be in alignment. it's funny because we just got done, I'm full-timing for the first time this year, and we just got done sitting in a group with Rao, and he had these questions on the board for all the first-time full-timers of like, you know, how many summers you've done, who's your name, your school, yada, yada. And the last one was, what was your goal for a team to bring out this summer? And I'm like, I hate those questions. I literally hate them. And so thinking of my goal, it's like, I don't know if I want to say that out loud, you know, or whatever. And so I'm sitting there and we're all saying, you know, 10, 15, 20, you know, and we're all saying that. And the thing about that is, how many people had a 10-person team last year? I thought it was just Edgar, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure. Maybe more than one, but maybe two max, right? So it's like, we all underestimate at least the work that it takes to put in to get there, or we need to either raise our standards or lower our goals, because it's just not gonna happen for everyone, right? Unless we decide to put in that work. So my mentality to go and do this, become the Super B, for me was like, if I wanna produce 6,000 units or whatever, that's the average of like a 5th, 6th, 7th year intern, whatever. I need to have that knowledge, and like, how am I gonna get that? So I did everything I could possibly think of, you know what I'm saying? Like I talked to all the 10,000 unit producers, 100 cycles, you don't have to do that, but it's just a lot, you know? And so it's just like, that's a seriousness in which you need to take those goals for them to actually come to reality. So those are all the things the tips I had. Lastly, I just want to give a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Corinne, my student leader. Thank you to Ben and Shelby, my best friends. Thank you to Ray, Jack, J Flo, Alex Har, Roy, Martine, anyone who stayed up to 10 o'clock at night to do a cycle with me. After full timing, bless your heart, I love you all. If this year has not gone how you wanted to go so far, there's still a lot more time. Let's get to work. Thank you.
A good feeling. Yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down.
Thank you, Myles, for leading by example all the way.